Okay, we are broadcasting from a weird spot, doing the best we can here. We'll see how we do. Might go in and out a little bit. We have Erie and Midwest regular season. Erie starts with possession in the Midwest territory here. A 2nd and 6. And take a quick look at the standings after this play. It's a pro set for this Erie offense, led by Randall Cunningham. Linebuck, Biner, guessed wrong. Man, there, gets 6 yards anyway in a first down. So Erie comes in at 3-5. So a long way to go for Erie. Doesn't want to fall 3 behind, of course. Midwest in a tight spot now, 7-7. Has to win 2 out of 3 to get to the playoffs. And these are 2 of the better quarterbacks in the league. Randall Cunningham, 5th in the league in passer rating. Steve Smith loses a couple thanks to Pepper Johnson to make it 2nd and 12 from the 40. And then you have Jim Everett, a little bit behind Cunningham, but not too far. Ranked 8th, I believe, in the league in passer rating. What brings up Cunningham's passer rating is a very high TD percentage, up around 6%. What brings Everett's rating up, and there's a 4-yard run for Cunningham around the end, makes it 3rd and 8. He has 3 more left. What brings up Everett's passer rating is his yards per attempt, which leads the league. So now 3rd and 8 in what is likely 2-down territory. We try to get set up here a little bit. Three wide. Stanley Morgan into the game. The veteran. Indianapolis wide receivers, Hester and Brooks, both have good deep ability. Ethan Horton, tight end, brings in 33 catches. And Steve Smith, good blocker and a pretty good off tackle too. So against this 4-0s, we might see a run here to get into better 4th down position, or we might see a short pass to hunt for Cunningham's completions or must runs. It's a short pass to Horton. It's almost intercepted, incomplete. So 4th and 8, another shot perhaps for Erie from the 36. Decides to punt instead. See if he can get more than 16 net out of this. He does not. So it's touchback, 16 net, and Midwest bent but did not break. Jim Everett, quarterback for Midwest, taken the middle of the 2nd round. It's been the centerpiece of this offense, as you'd expect, is long passing combined with the running of Woods and Craig Taylor. Here is Woods, goes the defensive card, just gets 3, linebacker in zone, 2nd and 7. 3-4-D with a 0 nose in there, which evens things up for the not so strong run blocking. Long pass, Sharp. Nobody back there against a 4. Opportunity for Midwest. Long gain, 53 yards. Sterling Sharp brings it in. Let's take a look at the defense for Erie. Average. Midwest is good against the run, average against the pass. So 1st and 10 now from the Erie 24 after the big throw. Matchups very important for this offense. McNair faces a 6. He was double teamed on that play. Sharp versus a 4. Holman 5. Query versus a 5. So Sharp will probably get most of the double team attention from the zero free safety, but didn't get it there. And Everett and the Vipers took advantage. Off tackle, Woods. Linebacker can't make the play. 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Two guessed wrong attempts for Woods. Both go to the defensive card. Now Craig Taylor checks in the pro set as Woods takes a break. Short pass, Sharp. He's double teamed this time. No extra blitz coming. Pressure from the left end. Complete anyway. Goes to the defensive card. Double teamed by a linebacker means the receiver card is activated. And it's a 13-yard pickup on the stellar receiving card is Sharp. 1st and goal now for Midwest from the Erie 7. Stays pro set here from the 7-yard line. Craig Taylor, another very effective back, West Virginia grad. Played with, I guess must have been the Major Harris years of West Virginia. Major Harris, the quarterback. See that card. Linebacker to Herschel, guess right. Can't make the block. So it's a loss of 1. 2nd and 8, the upgraded guard. Turned into a 5. White die of 6. And loses out on the split rating. So now, from 1 yard back from where they were before, it's 2nd down and goal. Craig Taylor stays in the game. Blitzing 3-4. End run, Taylor guessed wrong. Man is there. This time Taylor's card. Touchdown, Craig Taylor. 8-yard run. Midwest up 6-0. Greg Davis, 2 through 12 extra point. We'll make it 7. So a good first drive by Midwest, highlighted by the 53-yard pass from Everett to Sharp. And now some good kick coverage. Pins Cunningham and Erie back to the 11-yard line. Washington halfbacks. Raiders fullbacks. Linebuck Biner, guessed wrong, 6 yards again, same reading as before, 2nd and 4. Biner famously led the league in attempts in real life in 1990. So you can run him all day long. Love that 5+5. Don't see many of that. Him and Rodney Hampton have that this year. They get yards, good yards on 5. Short pass, Horton, incomplete. The 7 on the short pass. Some of the tight ends have that completion. Horton does not. Makes it 3rd and 4. Pretty important game for both sides here. As we mentioned at the top, Erie does not want to pick up its 6th loss in 9 games. 3rd and 4. Calvin Bryant, who can catch a bit. Off tackle. Smith, 16 yards. There's that nice off tackle. Look at that 6, 7, 8. Hey, look at the 9 too. 9 yards, 16, 15, 6. First down up to the 33. He's an effective weapon. Pro set against 3-4. Long pass, Billy Brooks. He's double teamed. Incomplete on Brooks's card. Brooks would have brought that in for a long gain. Nice double team by Tim and the Vipers defense. So we got Brooks against this 0. Horton against a 4. Horton's ability to go deep is important, and it's pretty good for a tight end. Short pass, Biner gets 16 as Taylor was blitzing The 6 right outside linebacker, Lawrence Taylor, blitzed. That freed up Biner. The defender X comes up, and it's 16 yards. 1st and 10 up to the 49. Important to try to keep Midwest honest. Taylor among the leaders in sacks. I just took a look at that a moment ago. Sits at 12. Line buck going to Biner. Can't get the block from the center. Makes it 2nd and 9. Stays pro set. Long pass to Hester. Nobody back there. Must run. Cunningham picks up 12. So just a card full of opportunities. Guessed right when those must runs come in. You can see here just a 3 fumble on his must runs. Up to the Midwest 38. Short pass again to Biner. This time uncovered again. This time complete. On the interception split, plus 12 yards. Up to the Midwest 26. Erie putting together a nice drive to answer the Midwest touchdown drive that has made the score 7-0 Midwest. Calvin Bryant into the game. Best pass catcher among the halfbacks in the Washington set. He can run a little bit too. The intent might be to put even more pressure on LT. Off tackle. Steve Smith gets to his card, and that means 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Midwest bring linebackers up to try to defend it. Those are very good linebackers from the New York Giants. Taken in the 1st round by Midwest. But let's go into Steve Smith's card. And he's making some hay. 2nd and 1. Cunningham looking to pick up the 1st down. He'll get 9. 4 white die with a 4 center. Makes it 1st and goal from the 8. Minute 30 left, 1st quarter. Formation sticks pro set and sticks with Calvin Bryant. But Bryant is joined by Biner, can play fullback. So Steve Smith taking a break. Short pass Horton, guessed right. Incomplete, finds the incompletion on 3 men. Lots of opportunity there for Midwest. Cunningham's card full of opportunity. 3 men in zone. But lo and behold, the incomplete is found. Very difficult to stop this team around the goal line unless you can pick your double teams. Or get some pressure. And this is the Miami offensive line. 2nd round selection. Nonetheless, Erie has been out-sacked so far this year. Off tackle Smith. Needs 8 yards. Gets nothing. 2 linebackers in zone. Makes it 3rd and 8. Time to take a closer look at Cunningham's short pass. Plenty of opportunity there, and he'll get a touchdown, 2 through 6 on the must run. He'll be 2 yards short on the 7. 3 wide. Steve Smith providing the 5 pass block to defend against this asterisk of Taylor. He's an 8. Non-blitzing 3-3-5. Stokes comes in for pass rush. Short pass. Brooks, he's double teamed, and Lawrence Taylor beats Steve Smith. Loss of 4. Nice little goal line stand there for Midwest. Matt Barr will come in from 12 yards out. 29-yard field goal. And he hits it. Midwest 7, Erie 3 as we end the first quarter. Herschel Walker from the goal line goes 21 yards. Pro set for Midwest. McNair in. You'll see McNair and Herschel Walker rotate at halfback. Flat pass to Holman. The man is there, incomplete on Everett's card on the 10. 2nd and 10. You can see Everett has a decent flat pass. Don't have to shy away from it. Can't really lean on it, but there are much worse out there in the set. Off tackle draw to Icky. So nobody home, but Broderick Thompson cannot make the block. So just a 3-yard gain and a quick 3rd and long for Midwest. McNair, with no pass block, will not face a blitzer. Long pass, Holman against the 5 with a 0 back. It is incomplete. The 5 white die shows up. Bubba McDowell steps up and makes the play. Forces the Midwest punt, which drives back 55 yards to the 21. The very dangerous Verdun, who fumbles on 10, gets just 2. Good punt coverage on the 12 roll. It's an incredible punt return card. He leads the league in punt return average, as you'd expect with this card. But just gets 2 there. So we are starting out at the 23-yard line, 12:54, second quarter left here. It's Biner and Smith behind Cunningham. Long pass, Horton. Guessed wrong. Incomplete. So opportunity. Big opportunity. Can't bring it home. Brings up 2nd down, 10 yards. Pro set with Bryant. Take a look at Bryant's card. He can go deep. Very good flat pass. Short pass, Horton. Cunningham scrambles for 6. Makes it 3rd and 4. The only thing annoying about that card is the 7 blank, which I'm sure Brian sees more often than he wants to, but it's going to come up. 3rd down, 4. Biner back in. Flat pass to Biner. 5 is there. Complete for 7 yards. Cunningham, not known for his flat passing, gets the completion on his card. 1st down. Really is Cunningham's weakness is in the flats, but finds the completion there. It's Bryant and a halfback on this 1st down. Short pass, Hester. Complete on Hester's card. Picks up 18. Working against Darryl Green, the 6 right cornerback for Midwest. counting on not getting a double team out there. We saw that dynamic work for Philadelphia against Midwest, who worked the man-on-man coverage to go to Duper a few times for scores in a Philadelphia win over Midwest last Saturday. First down and 10 into Midwest territory here. 10:48 left, second quarter. Short pass Hester. Not double teamed. Incomplete. There's that 7. Brings it second and 10. 7 is kryptonite, especially when throwing to Hester, who's up against a 6. So on the defensive card, no chance of a completion. The 7, and of course, same is true on Cunningham's card. Seeing extra double teams coming in from Midwest, more than we typically see from them, makes sense. Trying to take away that must run. Draw, Steve Smith. Whose card does it go to? The defensive card this time. And that means no gain as Hester can't make the play. 3rd and 10 from the Midwest 46-yard line. Depending on what happens, possible 2-down territory. Cunningham has a +9 on his must runs on 6, I believe. Steve Smith in for blocking. Couldn't make the block last time as LT got the sack. Just caught 4 balls. So not much of a receiving threat. Waiting for the play. Long pass Horton. He's double teamed. Incomplete on the 9. So avoids the must run. Results in a 4th down and 10. And Landetta on to punt. From 46 yards away. Likely to coffin corner again. No, he punts straight away. And it's 7 yards deep. And that'll be a touchback. So Midwest, 7-3 lead, has the ball with 9:18 left in the half. Pro set. 3-4-D once again from Erie. And run. Woods guessed wrong. Whose card this time? Short gain as it goes to Woods' card. Look at 15 up to the 35, 1st and 10. Todd McNair in a halfback in this pro set. End run Woods. It's guessed right this time. The defensive card it goes. Lee Williams makes the play. The loss of 2. Makes it 2nd and 12. .806 left in the half. Midwest trying to establish a lead here. Off tackle Woods. He runs for 21 as the boxes show up, and just like that, Midwest moves into Erie territory. Has reached the halfway point of the quarter. McNair stays in. Trying to keep Derek Thomas at bay with his receiving threat. Long pass Sharp. Man is back there, guarded against that 4. Incomplete on Everett's card. Thomas was coming at 100% chance of a sack on the asterisk. But no D-die. Makes it 2nd and 10. Looking past Holman. Man is there. Guessed right. Incomplete on Holman's card. Holman has a nice card. Flat pass right, but can't haul it in. So now it's 3rd and long time. Jim Everett, an effective short pass card. With McNair in. Might see the 3-2-6. Instead, we see the 3-3-5. In the shotgun. No blitz coming. Long pass. Query. He's sacked. Lee Williams comes in. Sees a 7 versus the 4. Had a 45% chance. Verdun from the 3. Is he going to let it bounce? I assume he will. And the result is a bad bounce. Fumble recovered by the offense. Now, from the 8, what to do? Decisions. Decides not to move it ahead. Verdun with the non-traditional fumble. Almost a disaster for Erie. It's averted. And they start off at the 8-yard line. Starts out 3 wide here. Long pass, Morgan. And he's sacked for a loss of 1. On the must run, the 11 shows up. 2nd and 11. Cunningham, I believe, leading the league in yards per carry as a runner. So he's been very effective running the ball, very effective passing the ball. Saw a bad game he had last week, but stats overall tell a pretty good story. Yeah, 6.4 yards per carry, leads the league. Linebuck this time to Smith. No gain on 10. Guessed right due to the 1 white die showing up. 3rd and 11. Would have had 0 if it was wrong. So interesting call going to the linebuck there. He's sort of an off-tackle guy. So chance of a safety looms here. Needs 11. No chance to avoid contain if you try a Cunningham end run with these good linebackers out there. We've been seeing 3 wide in the fullback in these 3rd and long situations. And we see it again, 3-3-5 with a defensive sub on the right end for more pass rush for Midwest. Looking for a bailout long pass. Incomplete. Gets the 6 white die, but finds the incompletion again on the Midwest card. So some tough rolls throwing deep for Erie. Leads to a Landetta punt, goes 46 yards and gets a 7-yard bounce. That's helpful. Pushes Midwest back to their own 40, I believe, with 5:06 left in the half. Check that, 4:48 Midwest will get the ball to start the third quarter. I think I've played 13 games so far. I have received the ball to start the game 12 of those times, amazingly. Off tackle Taylor just gets 3. Second and 7. Three, 4D once again, looking past McNair. Guessed wrong. Looking for that receiver. Gets it, 11 yards. McNair with the maxed out flat pass. All pretty close to it. Truly maxed out is the incompletion on 9. But finds the 11-yard gain. In Erie territory with 3:36 left in the half. And run guessed flat pass guessed wrong. Again to McNair's card, 15 yards. So Midwest drawing the run calls, which is what Midwest is hoping for. And taking advantage. First and 10 at the Erie 31. I found 3-score leads in this league are very, very difficult to overcome. Gets a yard here. Midwest trying to open up a 2-score lead here by half. If they can score here and hold Erie on the ensuing possession. 2:42 left, second and 9 from the Erie 30. McNair stays in. Haven't seen much of Herschel Walker. Short pass, Sharp. He's double teamed. Chance of a sack is decent if it goes there. It doesn't. Instead, it's a completion. Once again, the linebacker double team. Its weakness shows up as the receiver reading on the defensive card leads to Sharp's card, and he doesn't miss often. 16 yards there to the Erie 14-yard line. Clock ticks down to likely get it to 2:06. And it does. Brian commenting on the double team success of Sharp. And run. Guessed right. Just gets a yard. Lee Williams makes the plays. Second and 9. Let's see what happens here with timeouts. Could go either way. Decisions being made. Maybe. Indecisions being made. Still shows us at the warning. I guess that maybe that's where you were and I just missed it. In any event, draw to Woods, gets 9 yards as a 0 nose tackle is checked upon. First and goal now from the 4. Line Craig Taylor. Stop for no gain. And the defense takes a timeout. Erie trying to put up a stand here. A couple plays to make before that happens. Herschel Walker in this tight end set. Linebuck Taylor guessed right again. Sorry, guessed wrong last time at the dreaded 5. This time guessed right. A snap fumble has occurred. And look at that. Erie recovers. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 3 timeouts for Midwest. So points are not off the table by any stretch. Also, sack opportunities loom. Let's see if Erie can scratch out a first down or more. Pro set versus the nickel. Sort of inviting the run. And the invitation is accepted, and Ernest Biner runs for 17 yards. As the 4 nose can't make the play, that gives Erie the breathing room it needs. Clock winds down to 52 seconds. No timeouts taken from either side. So Jim Everett, with a snap fumble of 1.4, fumbled, as we see Smith pick up 6. So that means 1 out of every 1,000 plays. So that means once a season, roughly, in a 16-game season. We're playing 17. But about once a season, you'd expect Everett to fumble. And it comes at a 2nd and goal from inside the 5 at a critical time in a critical game. Pro set. Let's see if Erie starts taking some chances. Does not. Biner gets 4. His min fumbles. And the first down. 22 seconds left. So that's a few plays if he wants them. Saw the timeout after the 6-yard run. And it looks like Midwest wants to change up its formation. Without a home run threat running the ball, you see him go to a 3-2-6. Makes sense to me. End run Cunningham. Using one of those end runs, he'll get 16. Couldn't get out of bounds. Last time out, exhausted by Erie. Up to the 48. Has 2 plays where he needs some help to work with. So max 2 plays. 4 wide, Kelvin Bryant in the backfield will tempt Lawrence Taylor to come in. Now, that'll be a 100% sack chance. Flat pass Morgan gets 11 and got out of bounds. So up to the Midwest 41. Can go for the Hail Mary. Can go for some field goal positioning. Barr is not a particularly good long kicker. So we need a bunch of yards here to get into decent field goal range. So it's a flat pass. Calvin Bryant gets 12. And he couldn't get out of bounds. So that will do it. Can't spike his way out of this one. Erie puts together a pretty impressive drive. Starting out from about the 5-yard line. But time catches up with him. And we'll start the second half with Midwest leading 7-3 with the ball, starting out from the 30-yard line. Pro set with Taylor and McNair. Flat pass. Holman. Man is there. Guessed right. Still gets 9 yards. So defended pretty well there by Erie. But Rodney Holman is a powerful tight end. And he turns it into 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Midwest likes to look to McNair, Holman, and then number 1 being Sharp. 3 extremely strong pass catchers. Query is sort of changed pace. Doesn't throw to Taylor or Icky very often. Here's a look-in pass. It's going to McNair. Sack chances exist, but McNair cannot bring it in. Straight up drops it on the 7. No defender as Thomas was blitzing. Brings up 3rd and 1. Lead up. Linebuck Taylor guessed right. No gain. Brings up 4th and 1. Midwest likely forced to punt here with the lead. Let's see what Tim and Midwest does here. They're thinking about it. Uh-oh. Looks like they're going for it. Thinking, and punts. Talked himself out of going forward on 4th and 1. Instead, Fullage 61 yards away from the goal line. Gets 49. So from the 12, Erie starts out down 7-3. Linebuck Biner, 6 yards. Hit that a few times. 2nd down 4. Stays pro set, stays with Biner. That good run defense of Midwest has that problem in the middle with the 4 nose, but those linebackers can fill. Short pass Hester. It's a defender X, and he's up against a 6. So that is incomplete. Darrell Green makes the play. 3rd and 4. There's that 7. So Hester has seen the 7 on 2 short passes thrown his way. 1 on Cunningham's card, 1 on the defensive card. Both result in incompletions. Third down 4. Definitely a run pass situation here. Could go either way. Not fearing the flat pass, I'm sure, is the Midwest D. So you'll see some linebackers brought up. There's the linebacker. Surprised we didn't see the draw, but gets 5 yards. And a 1st down. I was thinking draw there because you'd have to think the linebackers would come up. You'd have to think there's a pass call. Works out. 1st and 10 from the 23. Brian Mitchell gets the call at halfback. Biner at fullback. Linebuck Biner. Does he get 6 yards again? No, he gets 20. So he finds the short gain and moves it up to the 43-yard line. Big run by Biner. He's had a nice day. That makes him at, 66 yards on 8 carries. It's Binder this time joined by Kelvin Bryant. The guy we haven't seen is Gerald Riggs, I think. Deep running back core for Erie with those Washington halfbacks. Long pass Horton. He is not double teamed. Nobody back there. Incomplete. Finds the receiver card, but it's Horton, and he just has a couple. Can't land it. 2nd and 10. Four on the white die. So defender X would not have resulted in a completion. Erie searching for a long pass completion. He avoids the double team. The chances are escalated. Has not been able to connect yet. 2nd and 10. It's Bryant and Biner in the backfield. Standard 3-4 for Midwest. End run Cunningham. Goes the defensive card. Guard could not make that block, just 3 yards. Would have been the 5 anyway. And now Cunningham is exhausted of his must runs. It's 3rd and 7.
What are those two doing?
So Erie has picked up a couple first downs on this drive. Trying to avoid the stall. Cunningham just gets 6 yards on 7 on his must run. Smith is in. You can see not shotgun. Usually we see shotgun here, so leaving the possibility of a Smith off tackle. Three, 3-5 for Midwest. Flat pass, Steve Smith. Linebacker stayed home. He can't bring it in. It's 4th down and 7. And Erie is forced to punt. Pretty good punting position for Landetta. He gets it away to the 7-yard line. That's a great punt. Jeff Query. Fair catch. Works out well for Erie. Pinning Midwest back inside the 10. With 9 minutes left, 3rd quarter, Midwest still leads 7-3. All the scoring happened in the 1st quarter so far. Craig Taylor in the backfield as the running threat. Passing threats everywhere. Flat pass, Holman. Gets right against that 6. And almost intercepted. Incomplete. +1 on the interception split. Makes it 2nd and 9. Woods now into the game. He has 5 carries left. Is now the time to call run? No, says the defense, but here comes that end run. Just 2 yards from Woods. Finds his 2nd weakest result. End run wrong on his card. Brings up 3rd and 7 from the 10. Has not been blitzing even with McNair in the backfield by himself. See the formation here. It's McNair by himself. And no blitz coming. Sniper scope can do all sorts of damage 90 yards out. Here comes the play from Midwest. Query is up against the 0. Sharp against the 4. Kemp and Holman versus the 5. It's a long pass to Kemp. Nobody's back there. He's up against the 5. It's incomplete on Everett's card. 4th and 7. Erie holds Midwest to a 3 and out. Foliage on for the punt. It's a short one. Verdun from the 36-yard line. Gets 36, and that's a touchdown. Charles Verdun, no touchdown on his card, but picking the ball up at the 36-yard line, he hits exactly 36 yards. Matt Barr hits the extra point, and Erie leads 10-7. Wow, what a turn of events there. So the punting game plays a major role here in this third quarter. Pinning Midwest back inside the 10 with a perfect punt and then a fair catch. 3 and out, and then a bad punt that Charles Verdun takes back all the way. 6:54 left, third quarter. Short pass Holman, guessed wrong. 12 yards on the interception split. This offense just has not been able to get going since the first quarter drive, highlighted by the long pass to Sharp. Since then, the long drive into the 5, inside the red zone, inside the 5. Holman, short pass, guessed right, 3 men, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Was stymied, that long drive was stymied by the Everett snap fumble. Near the goal line. The Midwest is just sitting here with 7 points with about 20 minutes left in the game, at least in regulation. Short pass, Sharp, 3 men. Incomplete again on that 9. So avoiding the interception split, but nonetheless an incompletion for Everett. So 3rd and long. Big play here. Erie trying to get the ball back with the lead. Can they do it on this 3rd and 10? Long pass, Kemp. Man is back there. He's up against the 5. It's incomplete. One man back there avoided the receiver reading. And instead, Foliage back on to punt to Verdun. It's 40 yards. From the 28, here comes Charles Verdun. Fair catch. So, Erie will start out now with 28. Was hoping for better than that. But he'll take it. He'll take the ball in the lead here with 5:06 left in the third quarter. Pro set. It's Bryant and Biner. This first down call is a short pass to Horton. He's double teamed, and Charles Mann comes through. Just a 5% chance and gets the 1 roll on the 100 die. Loss of 10. Big sack for Midwest. Erie now back to the 18 and faces a 2nd and 20. It's Steve Smith and Biner. Oh, but we don't have a formation yet. It's Steve Smith and Calvin Bryant in the backfield on the 2nd and 20. Prime Steve Smith zone here for running. Does Midwest take that bait and guess run in this spot? Let's see. Here comes the call. It's an off tackle to Smith. It's a draw. Guessed wrong. Smith looking for his card. Gets it, but only two, and he fumbles. It's recovered by the offense. Barely. Advances, well, goes backwards 2 yards. Brings up a 3rd and 20, I believe. So Smith guessed wrong as a 33 fumble. 3 on the 1,000 die. But the 6 on the recovery roll saves Erie. And now, just happy to have the ball, faces a 3rd and 20. Does Cunningham just chuck it here? Or does he go more conservative? 4 wide with Steve Smith. It's a look-in pass. Hester. He's going to get just 2 as Darrell Green again makes the play. 4th and 18. Landetta on to punt. He gets a short one off. Midwest from their own 46. Here comes Query. Query gets 8. And into Erie territory, Midwest starts off 1st and 10 from the 46 with 3:18 left in the third quarter, down 3 points. Long pass Query. Man is back there. He's up against the 5-0 in zone. Incomplete on Query's card. Make sure rush over to check Sharp's card. Incomplete for Sharp. 2nd and 10. Craig Taylor in. Taylor has 7 carries. It's a draw to Taylor. Guessed wrong. Nobody there. Holman makes that block. 3rd and 5 from the Erie 41. Down 3 points now. Midwest likely thinking 2 downs here. But couldn't break into or out of contain. So we'll see if he brings a runner in here, even though he might be capped. He does. Craig Taylor is in a pro set. Why do I think we have a long pass to Sharp coming up here on this 3rd and 5? Let's see. Linebuck Taylor, cross me up. Guessed wrong. The blocking back can't make the play. That's Todd McNair. He just gets a yard. 4th and 4. Guessed wrong. Midwest hoping for a few more yards there. Difficult decision. Happy to get that yard, though, to break containment. Is it enough to convince him to go? Looks like it. Another long decision here for Midwest and another punt. So coffin corner from the 40. Can he get more than this 20 net? Foliage is on. Timeout, and a valuable timeout is taken. So I guess we'll see Midwest going for it. It's Icky and Herschel. Herschel can catch too, of course. Huge play. 1:48 left third quarter. 4th and 4 from the Erie 40. Here we go. It's a 3-4 for Erie. Looking past Holman. He is double teamed. Needs 4. Can't get it. It does go to Everett's card, but he needed the 2 or the 7. Guessed right. This would have been a completion for 7, but the double team from Brian and Erie is perfect. And that turns the ball over back to Erie with 1:30 left, third quarter. And with the lead, 10-7. Pro set, Biner and Smith. Basically the starting lineup for the Erie squad. Linebuck, Biner. 2 men are there. And Pepper Johnson makes the play. Makes it 2nd and 10. Cunningham does not dictate linebacker usage because of the weakness in his flat pass. And you saw it show there. You might see Erie try to take advantage of that as he tries to string together first downs here with the lead. We'll see. Pro set, Bryant, and Smith. Long pass, Hester. Incomplete. Cunningham's card, the 12. Makes it 3rd and 10. Still has not been able to connect on the deep ball. And Midwest trying to get the ball back even before this third quarter ends. Cunningham with the challenging 3rd and long. Goes 4 wide with Smith, a familiar formation here. So far, 3rd downs for Erie have been 3 of 9, 0 for 6 for Midwest, and 0 for 1 on 4th. Got to throw deep. Can't blame Brian for that. You can see in all these double teams, you got to take your shots and leave that long pass zone empty. What to do here? It's a short pass to Morgan. 4 men in zone. Not much of a pass rush coming. And it's a defender X, and it's a completion. Against that 0, the 4 white die shows up. Darryl Green not there. Instead, it's A.J. Johnson who cannot make the play, and it's a huge first down for Erie. As the third quarter expires, they have the ball in Midwest territory now, up 10-7. Biner and Smith in the backfield. Off tackle Biner. Nobody's home. Gets a short gain, 16 yards. Up to the Midwest 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Erie. It's gut check time for this Midwest D. Can't afford to fall back 17-7 here. Has to find a way to hold Erie to at least 3. Or at most 3. It's Bryant in the backfield with Steve Smith. Haven't seen Bryant used much when he's back there. It's an off tackle to Smith. Man is there, guessed wrong. The blocking back, Bryant, can't make the play, but still 4 yards, 2nd and 6. That off tackle, 0 men. Does not have as much leverage with the blocking back as the other runs do. Binder now back in the backfield. Steve Smith remains at fullback. Flat pass, Biner. 1 man is there. He gains 4, makes it a 3rd and 2 from the 23-yard line. Big play here. Lots of options for Cunningham. Will Erie try to run it? Try to catch these linebackers creeping up into the flats? Or does he look for something short? It's a guessed wrong short pass. Billy Brooks, 12 yards, first down. Maxed out short pass for Brooks. Gets it, and it's a massive first down to the Midwest 11. This Midwest D held Erie to a field goal in the first quarter on their one trip inside the 10-yard line so far today. They're at the 11-yard line right now. Short pass, Biner, guessed right, and it's a sack. Lawrence Taylor comes up with a big one. Loss of 8. Makes it 2nd and 18 from the 19-yard line. Cunningham, importantly, is out of end runs here. The right time for a Cunningham end run call. That's not an option. Steve Smith can get a lot of these yards back on his off tackle. And it's one of those downs where the defense is going to be tempted to guess run, but probably settles for a pass call. Goes nickel illegally here. Can force the second time out, Erie can, if he desires to. At least I think this is illegal. I don't know. Don't quote me on that one. In some leagues, in certain situations, second and super long, you can call nickel. There is that draw to Smith. It's guessed wrong. Looking for his card, gets it, but only gets 6 yards. So makes it a 3rd and 12 from the 13. So let's take a look at Cunningham's short pass right completions and his must run here real quickly if we can. It's a situation where, well, not all that favorable. 2 through 5. And we got to wonder about Jim McMahon, what he can get. I don't think he's been in. Yeah, he doesn't really have it either. Certainly, yeah. So bring him in for flat passing. I don't know that he's made an appearance. We should take a look at the stats. We will when we have a chance. With this delayed defensive call, we'll do that here. Erie. Jim McMahon has not attempted a pass. So it's a 3-3-5 against the 4 wide. Brooks and Morgan are against zeros. Verdun is in against a 4. Hester faces the 6. It's a flat pass to Bryant. He's double teamed. 6 yards nonetheless. Makes it into a better field goal bracket for Matt Barr to try to make it a 13-7 game. The kick is up and it is good. But a victory, well, sort of, for Midwest to keep Erie out of the end zone and keep this a one-score game with 10:48 left here in the fourth quarter. After the return, it makes it 10-12 left in this fourth quarter. Midwest will start out from their own 24. Stays pro set with Icky, whose carries are dwindling. And run Icky, guessed wrong. And the linebacker makes the play. Derek Thomas with a huge play. Loss of 5. Tim, Midwest, a huge Kansas City fan, saw their famed linebacker make a big play against his Vipers here. And he's got a little bit of a hole to dig out of. Wood stays in the game. Short pass Sharp. He is double teamed. And he completes it for 17. Wow. Back to Sharp's card once again, his 3rd completion. Facing a double team. And just like that, Midwest climbs out of the hole. 1st and 10, 9 minutes left from their own 36. Brian comments, I really need to stop doing that. And it looked like he was double teaming him again with Chris Martin and not Terry Kennard. Kennard, the Giant safety, would have prevented it. Pro set against 3-4. Off tackle, Woods. Guessed wrong. Ickey gets 11 on the defensive card. 1st and 10 to the 47. Midwest kicker, Greg Davis, has a perfect 2 through 12 extra point. Keep that in mind. Long pass, Sharp. It's guessed wrong. Opportunity here for Midwest. Incomplete. The 7 is rolled, but the white die of 5 prevents the long gain and makes it 2nd and 10. Pro set versus 3-4. Woods stays in the game. It's a short pass to Sharp. 3 men in zone. Derek Thomas is coming. It's complete. Again on Sharp's card. The D die was rolled, but just a 16% chance. 32 on the 100 die was the roll. So no sack to the defensive card. 3 or 4 men would have brought a receiver reading. And Sterling Sharp continues eating up this Erie D on his receiver card. 5 catches now, 113 yards. Looking pass to McNair. He's not double team. 1 man in zone, guessed right. 14 yards because Derek Thomas was coming. He was left uncovered. And Midwest finds itself at the Erie 25-yard line. 1st and 10, 6:54 left. Pro set, Craig Taylor now in. Short pass, Holman. 3 men in zone. Guess right. And it's a completion for Holman on the receiver card. So the receivers of Midwest coming through in the clutch time makes it 1st and goal from the 10. All 3 getting into the act. The trio of McNair, Holman, and Sharp with completions on their cards on this drive. A blitzing 3-4, I don't think that's legal. I think it'd be inside the 10. Looking pass. McNair. Guessed right. Thomas not coming. 8 yards anyway. Another huge reception on Midwest receiver cards. Makes it 2nd and goal from the 2. 5:42 left. Jim Everett, hold on to the ball, says Midwest. Full house. Walker, Woods, Taylor. None of them providing blocking. Modest upgrades across the offensive line. Taylor is keyed here, and he loses a yard. Nice call by Erie. 3rd and goal from the 3. Tight end offense. It's Walker and Taylor. Short pass, Sharp. Guessed right. 3 men. Lots of blitzers coming. Incomplete. Sharp cannot bring it in on his card. 4th and goal from the 3. Midwest highly likely to go for it here with 4:48 left in regulation. We would be shocked if a field goal attempt was made here. So let's see the formation. I would stick with full house and get those blockers boosted. Might need them. Every single one of them gets an upgrade. There's no 6s on that line. So it's a full upgrade if he goes full house. Play clock winds down. Substitutions coming in and out. It's a pro set in a shotgun forever. A blitzing 3-4. Craig Taylor is in the backfield with Walker. So no McNair here. Walker can catch, though, as we noted before. It's a short pass Sharp. It's guessed wrong. 4 men are there. It is complete touchdown. Sterling Sharp brings it in on the 6 white die versus the 4. And Midwest can take the lead here with this Greg Davis extra point. It is 2 through 12, and he hits it on the 11 roll. 14-13 Midwest. 4:30 left. Still plenty of time. And Erie will start out 31. Pro set, Biner and Smith. Short pass Brooks against a 0. Incomplete on Brooks' card. 2nd and 10. And my battery's running low, so I'm going to run to a different spot here. If I can. And try to call the game while I'm moving. Pro set. Three, 4D. Whoa. All right. See if we can plug in here. Okay, we made it. What did we miss? We missed an 8-yard run from Steve Smith. So a big run there makes it 3rd and short. 3 minutes left. Pro set versus 3-4. Waiting for the call from Erie. Linebuck Biner. Guessed wrong. 6 is there, and he makes the play. Pepper Johnson. Right where he needs to be. 4th and 3. Erie will go for it here, I assume. It's Biner and Smith again in the backfield. Got the guessed wrong running, but the linebackers of the Giants, again, that first round pick of Midwest, stepped in to make the play, save the first down, and bring up this potentially game-winning opportunity. 3 timeouts for Erie. For Midwest. Pro set versus a non-blitzing 3-4. Here comes the call. You think? Any time now. Short pass, Brooks. Guess wrong. Blitzer's coming. Incomplete. There's the 7. Erie cannot convert. Midwest takes over. 2:06 left. Not in field goal range yet at the 38. Erie needs to call some defense right now. Craig Taylor with Herschel. Brian commenting on the 7s. Yeah. Especially when throwing at Hester. That one I don't think was for Hester. Yeah, it was for Brooks. But it went to the offensive card. Would have been complete on the defensive card. Has to guess right here. Long pass to Sharp. Nobody home guessed right, though. And it's a must run. Everett gets a yard. He's a 16 fumble on that must run, so not so bad. Thousand Die came up at 9:57. 2nd and 9. And we're at the 2-minute warning. So just avoids the INT on 2. Linebacker Taylor. It's guessed wrong. Linebacker is there. It goes to the nose tackle. He won't make the play, despite the 4 white die. 3rd and 4. And this is the game right here from the 32. So on the precipice here of, well, he was already in decent field goal range. Obviously, the variable field goal can pop him right out of that. Pro set versus 3-4. It's Craig Taylor and Herschel Walker in the backfield. It's a flat pass to Sharp. He is double D by Gennardi. The pass rush comes. Loss of 2. That's important. Erie will take the timeout, and I would guess that we're going to see a punt here from Midwest on this 4th and 6. It's either punt or go for it. Field goal really not in play. Tim has been leaning to the punt in the questionable situations. What does he do in this instance? Thinking about it. Thinking some more. And decides to go for it. It's Icky with McNair. All the linebackers can contain well. Gotta let him run. You gotta look out for McNair, home, and Sharp. Not expect to see Query here. Not the time to play games if you are Midwest. Who will get Kennard's attention is important. And again, it's a timeout and a decision to punt. So here it comes. The Coffin Corner's way, way too far. And with 1:37 left in a timeout, Erie has a shot here. Huge sack On the third down, flat pass. I think it was a flat pass. No, it was a short pass, wasn't it? Anyway, the sack anyway on third down. And those loss of yards taking Midwest out of decent field goal range, forcing a punt, gets the touchback. Can Erie keep up this string of success here? Needs to put together a bunch of plays. Has one timeout to work with. It's 4 wide. Short pass. Incomplete. He went to Verdane. I was going to check his card. Not bad for the fourth receiver. Stanley Morgan, the third. Which that was a little bit better. If you are Erie. 2nd and 10 now. 4 wide again. Facing lots of zeros in this Midwest defensive backfield. One of the nice things about a zero free safety is you can really cover them up with 2 men deep. It's a flat pass to Hester. Taylor stayed home. 8 yards nonetheless. Couldn't get out of bounds. Gonna have to go hurry up here to make it 107. And 2 plays to get 2 yards for Erie to keep the drive alive. Doesn't have that many plays to work with. Four wide versus the 3-2-6. Bryant can run it. Maybe around the end, try to get out of bounds. Looking past to Bryant, nobody home. So accepting the clock ticking down here, gets 10 yards. From the 38, probably another hurry up here as opposed to a spike. Tough to say. Yeah, goes hurry up. So it takes the extra tick off to 45 seconds. Take a look at Matt Barr's card after this play. Looking pass again. This time, the 0 stays there. Might be hoping for an incomplete, but a short gain is just fine. 14 yards and into Midwest territory. Decision time here. He takes that timeout. Matt Barr, 2 through 7 in the 40s, just 2 and 3 deep. So Midwest kept the middle linebacker home, which you wouldn't see often there. But a short gain was found anyway on Cunningham's suspect flat pass card. 4 wide versus the 3-3-5. Going to need some chunky completions or runs here. Not much time to flat pass your way down the field. Did preserve the down, though. By not spiking it. Unless he spikes the rest of the way. Short pass for Dan. Must run for 5. Can't get out of bounds on the must run. So we'll see a spike to make it 3rd and 5 with 22 seconds left. Instead goes hurry up. Preserves the down. Four wide versus 3-3-5. Two plays to get 11 yards. If everything falls just right, might just be one play. Needed a better mess run out of Cunningham there. In his league-leading run. Here's a short pass. Morgan, he loses 3. We'll have to spike it here That will make it 1 second left. That will make it 8 seconds left. But it'll be a 4th down. From the Midwest 46. So Randall Cunningham cannot get the must-run rolls he's looking for. You'd expect 12 yards or so out of 2 must-run opportunities. Instead, ends up with 2. Yeah. Wrong side, yeah. Snake Eyes would have been a score. Instead, the other side comes up, 12. And doesn't spike it. We're looking at a Hail Mary here. Needs 46 yards. It can happen on the must run for Cunningham. And it can happen, of course, on a long gain. Going to have to avoid the double teams. We'll see a sellout of double teams here, I assume. I do not think Steve Smith can go deep. I'm not going to check right now. This will be the last play no matter what. Long pass, Hester. He's not doubled up. Incomplete. That ends the game. Midwest gets its 8th win of the year. With 2 to play, a huge win for Midwest and a 14-13 win. Erie picks up its 6th loss with many, many games left. But has a lot of work to do. Looks like Tim will be joining us at least. And as we await, we'll go to the box score. More yards for Erie, better yards per play for Midwest. Pretty even game from that perspective. I don't know. Randall doesn't have bad stats. He finished 15 to 31, so that's not good. But didn't throw a pick. Everett with a good day, 15 to 28. I'd like to see a little bit more out of that completion percentage, but that's the way it falls in this league. He avoided his picks, but he did have a key snap fumble, of course, at the goal line. Greg Taylor, a tough day, but all the other runners found room. Sterling Sharp, a number of big catches, double teamed or otherwise. Todd McNair, all those catches were big. Just 3 pass catchers for Midwest, and it's the 3 stars: Sharp, Holman, and McNair. And there's Tim. Tim, congratulations. Win number 8. Can you hear me, Tim? Are you there? Tim.
Yeah, there you go. Can you hear me?
Go. Hey, how you doing?
You can hear me
Congratulations.
now?
Yes, win number 8.
Whew, and a tough one. Wow.
Sure was. So, what do you think about when you think about this game? What comes to mind?
Uh, what a scramble. I mean, obviously, even just the way I used my timeouts in a couple of places, which was nothing
Yeah.
other than burning it to say, fuck it, I am not comfortable with this decision, or to change a formation. Um, so it was just that one of those kind of games where every little chess move mattered, and I know I was glad to have one timeout left there at the end where I could get back into the dime right at the end when I needed to. What a close game! Wow.
So, it's been a very good defensive game, but he still managed to outgain you. Um, I kind of think about Jim Everett's snap fumble
Well,
as the key play of the game that really kept it so tight and touch and go
oh
either way.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
the
that was a
score there
huge
would have
one.
given
Obviously,
you some
I was
pad.
right on the doorstep.
Yeah, that would have given you some pad. Would have
But
changed the dynamic.
the biggest stat for me, you tell me if you may have called this out on the broadcast, but unless I'm mistaken, I finished this game 0 for 8
A third
on
down. Yeah.
third down conversions.
Yep. Yep.
I didn't convert a third down this
Yep.
entire game. And I'm ahead in the fourth quarter thinking, I don't know how I've done this, but not a single third down conversion, drive stalling everywhere. But here I am, just a battle.
The Verdun touchdown was big too, but I would say it's less so because he's only 36 yards away and had a good chance of scoring anyway, punching it in there. Um, that that Everett
Still a plus
that
36 exactly is like a middle finger from the dice. I mean, don't tell me that didn't occur to you. Of course it does.
yes, yes, and he's
The
he's
exact
dangerous. He's
mathematics on that. I'm just saying.
yeah, yeah. Um, your trio of pass catchers, clutch catch after clutch catch. Sharp, of course, missed that one near the goal line
Yeah.
on his seventh,
But he
but
got
he
the big
made
touchdown
so
on
many
fourth and
others. Yeah,
goal.
he made so many others, and facing that linebacker double team, he took advantage of that.
Yeah. Because you're right. I think he was double teamed a few times where because it was a linebacker, that result a receiver, he was just coming through.
Yep, yep,
Definitely a good game for him.
and McNair and Holman did their part too, and we noticed your only three pass catchers were your three all-star pass catchers.
Wow, I'm
McNair,
looking at
Holman.
the stats now. You're right. I only those three guys caught a pass.
You attempted one or two to query,
Yeah.
which fell incomplete, but your other guys really picked it up.
Yep.
You
Well, if you got the weapons, use them. I guess. Right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he had his opportunities. Could not land a long pass. Had chances deep,
Right.
and was
Even a
hitting.
long pass wrong to Sharp that ruled a interception potential.
Well, I have to say from his perspective, Randall going deep had his opportunities,
Oh, sure.
and he couldn't connect on any of them. I think. Um, I'll check the stats here.
And that's how you end up in a
His longest pass of the
fourth
game.
quarter, defensive battle.
Yeah, his longest pass of the game was 1 for 18, and his longest run was Biner at 20. So longest play by Erie was just 20 yards on the running game because Cunningham, despite some zero man opportunities, one time I think he found the three for an incompletion on the defensive card. Other times, just missing other ways, including long pass to Horton, who has a more miss than hit long pass um,
Yeah.
receiving card, fell incomplete. But he couldn't connect deep. That was big, and Randall wasn't finding the big ones on his must run, and of course that made a big difference at the end. Two opportunities, and ended up with 2 yards. Right, I think he got
Yeah.
5 yards on one, -3 on the other, and that really was the game. Randall leads the league in yards per rushing attempt, but could not.
Yeah, I got lucky. He could have had a lot more rush yards than he did against me. I mean, he hit me a couple times, but certainly if I'm the Erie coach, I look at the dice that I got with my run opportunities for Randall in this game, and yeah, I'm not satisfied with the way the dice treated me a bit.
Nonetheless, he ended up averaging 7.9 yards per carry somehow.
True. Yeah.
7 carries, 55 yards. Took away all those end runs early on. Probably could have used one toward the end. I think he had four. I only remember three of them though for Randall. So
Hmm.
sometimes that can be deceiving. And it was a game for you where McNair was in most of the way, not Herschel. What were your thoughts there?
I'm sorry. Ask that question again.
Where
Oh, why was
Herschel didn't get,
McNair in
yeah,
instead of
Herschel didn't get
Herschel?
many snaps. I certainly understand why, but I want your thinking on it.
Yeah. It's something that's been developing as the course of the season goes along. But uh, certainly, if I want to be a run heavy offense, then I'm going to want Walker in there as well to give me a dual run threat. But if I'm going to post up mostly in a pass offense, then I'd rather have McNair in there as a halfback, as he's enough of a weapon that it will deter an outside linebacker such as Derek Thomas, 12 star 12 in this game, from lighting you up. So
Yep,
that was most of that. Which I don't know. I
exactly.
think did Thomas get me? Did he? I don't think he sacked me. Did he?
Let's see.
Nope. Two
No, I think
tackles.
it was the other guy, right?
That's it.
The sacks
Yeah,
came
Lee Williams got
from
me a couple times.
Lee Williams. Yep, he did hit you for that -5 loss on that end run, and if you remember,
Yeah.
and which is just a rough first down. But Sterling Sharp came right back after he picked up 17 on his card, on Sharp's card, for the first down. That was followed by a Holman completion on his card, followed by a McNair completion on his card, followed by Sharp completion on his card. Your receivers got you down the field and got you that touchdown,
So
which
what'd you
was
think
very
of
impressive.
fourth and goal on the three? I think it's maybe 4:40 left, something like that. Were you expecting me to go? Did I
I
actually
was
call
expecting you to
timeout
go.
right before that?
Yes, but I forget.
I can't
I
remember.
don't think so. You went straight to pro set shotgun. I was expecting full house, and I was expecting more full house from him
Yeah,
too. Full house from you there. I was expecting it just because every one of your blockers gets a boost. And
right.
you have no sixes on there, so it's not marginalized at all. So it's across the board upgrade. So I expect you to show that because that can make all the difference. But
Yeah, I like to run it in close a lot, but
but you went pro shotgun,
on
and it paid off.
fourth down, yeah. On fourth down, I just decided let's throw it. I couldn't have lived with myself if I got 2 yards there or something. And yeah, I could have gone to full house, but I don't like the way it kind of some of the ways that it takes pass off the table. Uh, I probably have done full house if I'd have been at the two, but not at the three. To be honest, in that situation.
I'm looking for that touchdown to see if that shotgun made a difference for you. If I can find it. Then Erie has a case to make to go full house a lot too, just because of the weak flat
Yeah,
passing of Cunningham. He's a short pass, long pass guy. So,
yeah.
in those fourth and shorts.
Cunningham is just a weapon because he can burn you on right and wrong with those missed runs, and so yeah, he's dangerous all around. And
Yep,
I got lucky. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't spend as much time devoting myself to worrying about him uh, as maybe I should have. And so the results, even at 7.9 or whatever you said, I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
yep, could have been. He had a decent game, but in spots, short passes to Hester. It's where he was not going to get doubled up. It was sevens were his enemy because he's facing Daryl Green. So the defensive card
Yeah,
gets an incompletion, and of course Cunningham's card in seven gets an incompletion, and those were showing up. I think two times on short passes against your six corner.
and I've noticed all year, guys will challenge Daryl Green, even with all the other low ratings out there. You start blending a willingness to double team some of those, weaker double up to help cover some of those weaker corners and safeties and whatnot. And they'll start attacking Daryl Green, and he gets thrown at a lot
Yep,
more than I expected when the league started. Really,
yep. Certainly, Philadelphia threw at him often with
yeah,
success. Yep, yep. All right. Any other thoughts? Congrats on the win. You got
yeah.
two more left. You got to get one or two. It's what, Miami, I think, and
And
no, it's not Miami.
South
It's
Florida,
South
it's
Florida
South
and
Florida and
Not Miami,
Pittsburgh.
but Pittsburgh, right? Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Yep. So I've got to ping out to both of them, and so hopefully I'll have a game coming up here soon.
Good. Well, we hope you get in the playoffs. Good luck there. Just got to get one.
Yep. Thanks.
And congratulations on
Yep.
this one. This was a big one. So congrats.
It was. Oh yeah, I didn't want to be in a position to have to win both of the last two, so this was a big win.
All right. Well, congrats on the win.
So thanks a lot.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.